Hey guys, thanks for joining me for a new video. It's Sunday, so you know we're doing a new top 5 niches of the week video. It's crazy. We are about 4 months into doing this video series, and I remember like it was just yesterday when it was episode number 1, and I had no clue if this was going to be well received. But thank you so much for helping make this a success, guys. And you already know we've grown this into doing like weekly giveaways. We've seen a bunch of people in the comments saying that they were successful taking the niches that we share and running with them. And today's gonna be no different. I've got some old niches that are gonna look familiar that are seeing an increase in demand. And I've got some new niches for you guys to attack with your print-on-demand business. So I'm gonna go jump on my computer and we can dive into them. Episode 16, let's get started, guys. Real quick, if you're not subscribed to my channel and you wanna do so, you can look forward to these videos. I'm doing a video on Etsy print-on-demand seller tools. Most of them are free. I'm doing a video on a design tutorial with this circle with stars design that we know sells really well. I'm also going to do a video about starting Amazon KDP in 2020 with another big KDP YouTuber. And I've got 2 winners to announce from my giveaway last week. So I've already reached out to them via email, and yeah, congrats to them. They increased the probability of winning by, you can actually get additional entries by performing little tasks there. If you want to enter this week's giveaway, link in the description. It's completely free. And if you stay till the end, I will cover what we are giving away in this week's giveaway. And real quick, before we start, if this is your first time at my channel, let me introduce myself. I'm Ryan Hogue. I've sold over $1.7 million on Amazon to date. If you want to follow the links in the description, I've got a free 8-day print-on-demand mini course, 1 lesson delivered via email each day. I've got a print-on-demand Facebook community. I'd love to have you there. And I publish income reports on the first day of each month. If you subscribe to my channel, you can see my August income report, which I'm going to be dropping, I think on Tuesday? And last but not least, I wrote a full print-on-demand course. I actually just added 3 new lectures to it. It's already over 10 modules, 70-something lectures, packed with value. If you want to check that out, there's a link in the description. All right, niche number 1. And this is not the real niche number 1, guys, but this is what is selling best. But as far as this video goes, where I normally suggest niches that you can sell to make money, do not sell this, all right? This is the fake niche number 1. I'm going to give you the real niche number 1 in a second, but the Black Panther movie apparel, they sell that through Amazon merch. There's a partnership with Marvel, and unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman passed away. He was 43, passed away of cancer, and he was the guy who actually played the lead role. He was the Black Panther. So as you can imagine, these saw a massive spike in sales, and it's well deserved. And nobody watching this video should try to capitalize on Chadwick's passing, because it's just not in good taste, and it's also just not a good idea. You'll probably get removed from every marketplace. The real niche number 1, and this is seeing a resurgence for other reasons. You can go subscribe to news channels, hopefully not the mainstream media, but at least like other real news channels for why this may have been seeing a resurgence. It's not really positive news, but the Black Lives Matter niche has seen a surge in spike in sales recently, and there's also, again, plenty of sub-niche potential. I don't recommend going after actual Black Lives Matter as keywords on Amazon merch, because as I mentioned over a month ago at this point, there's at least 3 people right now trying to trademark that phrase on t-shirts. So steer clear of that. But there's also, sub-niche potential. There's plenty of it, by the way. I mean, again, this is just 2 examples I just grabbed because they actually were selling really well. When I say that, I mean, I'm using like Merch Ninja research tools and looking at the top sellers because they can actually still see BSR. By the way, if you missed my video from yesterday, BSR has disappeared from Amazon's front end. However, apparently it's still available via API, at least for right now. So that means that our Merch Informer and Merch Ninja and other research tools will still function, and it makes them a lot more valuable, by the way. So if you're interested in any of those, number 1, enter the giveaway, because I normally give away Merch Ninja, although I'm not sure if this week, if they're sponsoring the video. I don't think they are this week, but last week they were. So 2 of the winners from last week got free Merch Ninja licenses. And actually, you know what I just realized? Merch Informer was also going to sponsor. So maybe I'll update the giveaway after I finish recording. There may be a free Merch Informer license given away this week as well. So definitely take advantage of the giveaways. And yeah, back on topic. All right, niche number 2. So this is the voting niche. This cannot go away. It's not going to go away till after the election, I promise. But there's so much sub-niche potential here. Don't just sell a shirt that says vote 2020, but like look right here. If you don't vote, don't complain. Boom, that's a sub-niche. This nasty woman votes. Boom, sub-niche. Person, woman, man, vote. Now, that's a spin-off on that Trump quote that we covered, 3 or 4 weeks ago about the person, woman, man, vote, camera. It was something like that, something that Trump said. And they spun it into a pro-Biden voting niche. So again, sub-niche potential. Nevertheless, she voted. Boom, another feminist spin on voting. So much sub-niche potential. Also, I just wanted to mention Amazon is definitely mixing up how they're doing the t-shirt rankings. For instance, that vote remove stubborn orange stains, I am willing to bet is actually, as far as BSR goes, has a lower BSR than all 4 shirts you see ranked above it. And all I did when I did this was, when I searched here, was I used the search merch tool, which filters out non-Amazon merch listings, which I recommend doing. And I searched VOTE, vote. And that remove stubborn orange stain shirt was always in the number 1 spot. However, now it's in the number 5 spot. Granted, Amazon does switch things up. I'm not saying this is permanent, but it seems like they've kind of been tweaking how they're doing the search results at least a little bit, giving other shirts more of a chance to get seen and get purchased, even if they don't have the same BSR as some of the stuff ranked, well, normally ranked ahead of them, but now sometimes ranked behind them. So just wanted to show you, actually, I guess I'm going to show you in a couple slides that Merch Ninja is still tracking BSR. I also just wanted to mention that I'm not going to get into the Trump Biden. I'm just going to lump that all together with the vote t-shirts, but pro-Trump shirts have made a massive resurgence as well. Like looking at Merch Ninja, by the way, check me on this if you don't believe me. Like go to Merch Informer, go to Merch Ninja. They are ranking really well right now. I don't know if that's going to be the same next week or if this is temporary, but this one, for example, this V-neck, you can see went from on August 1st, 120,000 BSR to today, it looks like it's right around 40,000 BSR, and it looks like it was as low as a little bit beneath 30,000 BSR this past week. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying I've seen a lot of various pro-Trump sub-niches mixed in with the top shirts. I'm looking at my side monitor because that's usually where I'm using Merch Ninja doing the research for this video. All right, niche number 3. Now this one is a new one. Keep the immigrants, deport the racists. So when I say new, I mean it's new to the top 5 niches. If I had seen this and seen it validated in previous weeks, I would have told you about it then, but I wasn't seeing the sales velocity behind it that I'm seeing this week. Now, if you go looking, you can see that these are selling really well, and it's actually, it's not too saturated of a niche from my initial glimpse into it. So again, with Merch Informer and Merch Ninja, you can see the BSR history here, and it's still updating in real time. So this shirt has seemingly leveled out. This is just the one that I chose to show for this video, but at around 40,000 BSR, or at least over the past, it looks like 3 days, but it came off a steep decline straight from in the last week, 600,000 BSR to leveling out in the 40,000s range. Here's another one, and you can see that since the beginning of the month, this one has averaged, it looks like just about maybe 110,000 BSR, so it's making steady daily sales. And again, this is not the type of niche that, as of right now, looks like it'll make you rich. Like it's not like the people who capitalized, like Dominic and my friend Brian, who really were quick to capitalize on the Biden announcing Kamala Harris as his running mate. But those people made 4-figure profits in 24 hours. But at least with these types of shirts, you're getting regular, consistent daily sales. And those are the shirts that I like a little bit more because it's consistent. We have a month of BSR history here, and we're seeing that it's in demand. It's in demand then, it's in demand now. It's actually trending in more demand now, which means next week we may see the same niche with even lower BSRs, indicating higher sales velocity. Niche number 4, defund the media. This one is still hanging around. There hasn't been like a whole influx of new niches. I mean, I scroll through search results for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and just try to identify a new niche, and then I carry it over to Amazon and try to do further research. That's my way of saying I like to bring you new ones. I know we talked about this one in the past, but this one's still selling well, and there are still new shirts creeping up into the upper epsilons. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but they're creeping up into the top t-shirts, top selling t-shirts on Amazon merch that are not trademarked. So I feel like this is definitely still a niche that you can enter and have some projection of sales. For instance, look at the sub niche one right there in the middle. The blue line, the thin blue line American flag, is the pro police. So they are cross niching defund the media with I support the police. 2 very popular sub niches for t-shirts right now, and they combined them into one shirt. That's a very good idea. That's the type of ideas that take you from making 1 sale a day to making 15, 25 sales a day. And just for some validation here, you can see on Merch Ninja, I'm looking at the BSR history, and this Defund the Media shirt with the vintage distressed look. I mean, again, look, basic text design, vintage color scheme, distressed font. It's so easy to do, you know, it's just like check, 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 boom. Love the design, simple approach. Averaging just about, let's say, maybe 60,000 BSR over the last month, which is, again, probably a couple sales a day. And they've also been playing with the price history here. So another cool thing, these research tools, they track price history. Not that that really matters, but I mean, it helps you figure out like where you should price your shirt. Now, initially, if it's Amazon merch we're talking about, I like to price my new listings really cheap because they get that first sale and then you know they're going to stay on Amazon. Because if they don't make a sale, they get pulled off every 360, 365 days. But after the first sale, if you want to price it competitively to increase the likelihood of you getting more sales, you can always look at the top listings and where they're pricing. Niche number 5. All right, this one is also new, and I went ahead, I validated it. It is selling well. And when I say new, again, new to the top 5 niches, there may have been a shirt listed back in June that says this. I don't really worry that much about it. I look more or less at whether or not they are kind of an emerging trend as far as the top niches go. Because typically, if you could see the list of top niches while I'm scrolling through them, it's a lot of the same niche shirts with just slight variations. So I do have to go do some digging to find like the more approachable, more accessible niches. So this one says, I became a teacher because your life is worth my time. Shout out to the teachers out there. I am amongst you, proud to say, teaching web development. I'm in my 7th year teaching at the college level. So I went ahead, I included 2 rows of designs. So as you can see here, there's definitely a theme as far as the designs go. The like half flower, I mean, maybe I'm not informed. Maybe this is something that you guys know that I haven't seen before. Because it is interesting that all of the top designs have the like half sunflower, half apple approach. All right, looking ahead, guys, if you need some very fringe ideas for t-shirts because you're just like, man, I want to design something, but I have no ideas of where to start. Well, why not design a t-shirt for Extra Dessert Day or Read a Book Day? September 9th, we got Teddy Bear Day. September 12th, Chocolate Milkshake Day. I suck at pointing behind the green screen, but Chocolate Milkshake Day. Who doesn't love chocolate milkshakes? And then I had to do it. We are about 2 months away from October 31st, from Halloween. It's never too early to start selling Halloween apparel. And if you missed my interview from earlier this week with Detour Shirts, I will put a link in the cards right here in the YouTube cards so that you can click that and go check it out. But he prepared a brief presentation with 5 Halloween sub niches that you can enter and hopefully make a good amount of money in for Amazon merch. And one of the most interesting things about his presentation is that Halloween shirts were already selling. Like we can see from the BSR, which now we can't see from BSR unless you're looking at like Merch Informer or Merch Ninja, but you can see, and we could see at the time he prepared the presentation, that these Halloween shirts are already gaining traction. 2 months early is not too early. That's probably about right, actually, so that you're already gaining sales velocity and building momentum when it heads into the, most people wait till the last second to buy their costumes or their outfits. I did the air quotes there because I think if you're buying a Halloween costume t-shirt, you might as well call it an outfit more than a costume because it's kind of like the easy way out. Anyways, who cares? If we're selling t-shirts, that's perfect for us. And yeah, you want to be ranked when people that waited till the last second are making their purchasing decisions in late October. All right, bonus t-shirts. I got a few this week. I'm an avid fantasy football enthusiast. I love fantasy football. I love the NFL. I just love football in general. And the I Suck at Fantasy Football shirts, typically, this is a niche that I absolutely sell t-shirts in every year. And I usually get a lot more sales than I did this year. And I think it has to do with fantasy football drafts being more virtual this year, sadly. I've got a virtual draft tonight. But anyways, these usually sell quite a bit more than I think they did this year. I would have loved to add this to the top 5 niches of the week. Sadly, I don't think it warrants a top 5 niches feature. However, I love these shirts and I love fantasy football. Another one, retired 2020, not my problem anymore, but look at this spin on it, right? Quarantined and retired with the masks on the 2020. So they're putting that spin on 2020, making it making it, you know, different than just the standard retired 2020 not my problem anymore t-shirts, which there's so many of selling right now. That could have been a trend on the top 5 niches, but it's so basic. I didn't want to, you know, didn't want to add it. But also, I mean, they're using the vintage distressed sunset design that we know sells really well, the same color scheme, etc. And then I love this one. It says only you can prevent socialism, and it's the Smokey the Bear ripoff. So I don't know. I just thought that one was funny. Again, the vintage sunset design, a little bit of a distressed font there. So it's no coincidence that these shirts sell so well. And I just thought this one was funny. All right, deleted designs. Let's take a quick peek at these. First one is a blank design, which you're not supposed to upload. So that was removed. Again, I don't really know why. Okay, Alpha Chi Omega. We've seen a couple weeks ago the fraternity sorority shirts were being removed. And the Biden-Harris one behind me, I think they've been getting reported and removed if you just pulled the graphic from the Biden campaign website, because it explicitly says you're not supposed to sell it for commercial use. So, oh yeah, and then Houston Asterisks, which will play on the Houston Astros, but it's ripping off, like they blatantly ripped off the, that's an MLB team that was caught cheating. They're just blatantly ripping them off, so. All right, as promised, print on demand giveaway number 6. If you would like to enter, it's completely free. Link in the description. You can increase the odds of winning by performing little tasks like following me on Facebook, following me on Instagram, you know, the usual stuff like that. Subscribing on YouTube, which about half of you guys that watch this video aren't subscribed. So if you really want to be an awesome person and hit that button, it would be much appreciated. But here's what we're giving away. It's my print on demand mega pack. You guys have heard about it before. That's why I'm talking pretty quickly, but Merch Titans Automation is sponsoring us again. They're giving away multiple 3-month licenses for free so that you can automate your uploads to a bunch of different print-on-demand platforms. AutomatePOD is design automation. It's a design automation tool. It works in Canva. It works in Photopea. It will swap in text variables in and out and download them for you. I did a video the other day where I showed how in 5 minutes I can make like 20 niche designs with relative ease, and all sunsets. Now, if you guys watched this, I'm sure you watched the video if you're still watching, but did you notice a trend in the top 5 niches we covered? A bunch of these very popular designs have one thing in common. They have this like vintage distressed sunset graphic in them, and it's weird. It's almost like the customers are telling us that they really want to buy shirts with these graphics. And if you're like me and you don't have time to design on your own all the time, well, for $27, you can join All Sunsets and they'll do it for you. They also take graphic requests and they turn around these requests extremely quickly. So check them out. It's a great deal. All right, print on demand giveaway number 6 is live. There's a link in the description. I hope you enter. And that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. I appreciate your time. If you like the video, all I ask, let the YouTube algorithm know by hitting that like button. And if you're not subscribed, you want to hit that big red button. It would be much appreciated. But thank you so much, guys. I'll see you soon.
Passive Income School is open. Enroll now at ryansmethod.com. Thank you.